This is the Nike Kobe 8 Protro What The Kobe, and they're finally set to return in April 2025. In this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about this shoe, including where to buy, the availability, the release date, and much more. What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, and in this video, I'm going to go over the Nike Kobe 8 Protro What The Kobe. Now, of course, I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to talk about some of the retailers where you can buy from, as well as availability, my thoughts about them selling out and things like that, as well as just overall release info in history. Now, as for the release date, this pair is going to drop on April 13th. The retail price in men's sizing will be $180, and grade school sizes will cost $120. All right, now it is time to do a little unboxing here. As you can see, the box, special box, has the snakeskin texture throughout, Kobe's signature on top in gold. Let me show you the box label real quick. Oops, this is the wrong side, but we'll look at this real quick. Nike and the Kobe shield in gold. There we go. Size 11. This is not my pair, so I will not be doing it on feet. Has the gold ring right there for you to easily pull it out. Now, inside of the lid, does come with tissue paper, all black. We got the shield logo in gold. Let's open these up. Let me see. Hopefully, yep, right way. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These are really, really nice in my opinion. They do come with extra laces. As you can see, we'll be taking these out and everything, the insoles. Now, the medial side right here, this Nike, that will be 3M, so I will show you that. Don't worry about that. Speckled detailing. These are really nice. It's been a while since I pulled out a Kobe 8. Well, actually, no. When was the last time? I think the Halos? I don't know. Whenever the last review I did, I know it was the 6. I think a short video, actually. So they do come with a mismatch theme. Yeah, these are really, really dope. Got the snake on the tongue. There goes the medial. These are nice. I know a lot of people are excited about this. Got like a metallic hue on the heel counter. Speckled detailing. There is the bottom. Now, I did want to show you a couple more shoes. One shoe I'm not going to do a review on. I'm going to do a short. And then it's going to be an older Kobe shoe that I just wanted to show off. Not a comparison because can't really compare the models, but just want to show them off because you never know. One day I might not own them anymore. But we're going to do a full breakdown on this. Don't worry. 1 second. So since I'm not going to do a full review on these, I did want to show these off. I'm going to do a short like I mentioned. Did get these a bit early. People really don't care about the KDs, it seems like. Don't get me wrong, there's some. But yes, this is the KD4 Easter. I do own the original tucked somewhere. I don't know where. But I wanted to just, show these real quick. I know some of you that do watch do like KDs, so just looking at them, it's been a while since I pulled out my OG pair, but these look pretty close to the originals. But again, I could be wrong. So, yeah, I just wanted to show these. And then I got one more shoe I wanted to just bring out, show you guys. I think these released on the 18th, so got these a little bit earlier than expected. Now, this is my favorite Kobe model. And let's see if I did this right. Not my size, unfortunately. It was the last pair I was able to get. I believe I got these for retail way back in the day. But this is the What The 7. This is a beautiful shoe. So, so dope. I don't know when the last time. I probably pulled them out not too long ago. But these, wow. When I got those back in the day, I was super, super excited. They also come with a mismatch theme. They're not as vibrant as the 8s, but I like them a lot. I do own a few Kobe 7s. just a dope shoe, honestly. I love how they had like the animals and stuff like that on the heels. I know they're inspired by previous Kobe 7s. I forgot the pack that it was. It was like an animal pack or something like that. Just off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I wanted to show these because, like I mentioned, one day I may not own them. Unfortunately, like I mentioned in the previous video, I'm going to have to let go of a lot of sneakers because I did find a good deal on a house, and I'm getting them together as we speak. I'm not getting rid of all my sneakers. There's a lot of OGs I'm keeping. But as far as stuff like this, I probably do have to let it go, unfortunately. Now, there is a bit of history for the Nike Kobe 8 What The Kobe. The shoes were originally released on December 6, 2013. So 12 years later, they're going to be released again. Now, as most of you know, the What The theme started on the Nike SB Dunk Low, but Nike Basketball adopted the theme and started to use it on their signature models when the specific silhouette came to a close. So this was the last Kobe 8 to release before they moved on to the Kobe 9, and traditionally they would do a mashup of all the colors and designs that were used on previous Kobe's on one shoe. Now there's roughly 30 different pairs that are used within this one shoe. This includes different designs, different colors, elements, and things like that. Now, I'm not able to name all 30, but if you're watching right now, I want you to do me a favor and leave a comment below and let me know which pairs you see on the What The Kobe 8. So since this is a mismatched pair, I'm going to go over each shoe, but first, I'm going to bring you in for a little bit of a closer look. This will be the left shoe. Now, as you can see, this pair features shades of blue, purple, and green throughout. It also has a very unique design on the upper. Now, I tried to match this to a previous Kobe release. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, so I do believe this is a unique design for the Kobe 8. Now, if I'm wrong, please let me know down below. I know various Kobe 8s, they feature different patterns on the uppers and things like that. I think that's what made this shoe so nice as far as a design aspect, is that you can easily change the design on the upper and it just looks good. So the shoes actually do feature an engineered mesh upper, and then you can see on the swoosh we do have like this red, oranges, I think it's a bright crimson like hue with a snakeskin pattern across it. Now this shoe reminds me of water, it always has, and the other one reminds me of fire, but there's also a gradient across the midsole from purple to blue with green speckle detailing. Looks really good in my opinion. Now let's get you towards the heel. Now it might be hard to pick up, but the heel counter on this shoe has a little bit of a purple metallic finish to it. Now Kobe's signature will be done in the same shade of red. And then get you to the back of the heel itself. It's pretty plain back here. We do have the speckle detailing on the midsole. You can see the heel counter coming around, somewhat of a translucent hue, kind of like a smoky translucent. And then the medial side. So as you can see, we have Nike really big, and that is 3M reflective. So I definitely will throw in some B-roll shots. We also have the same gradient across the midsole with speckle detailing. You could really see the design used on the base. And then we got some blue up top right up here. It's like a synthetic material. And that actually kind of always felt cheap to me. Still does. But you can see from the toe cap, we have a translucent blue tinted outsole. Kind of comes up. Now, to the toe itself, you can see more of that unique design. In the shoe, we do have the blue and red laces used. This is like the standard one on this shoe. KB24 on the lace loop. And you can see up here. Now, the design on this, of the Kobe Shield logo, reminds me of the All-Star, the Spark pair, I believe that is. It had like a unique design on the swoosh, and I believe the Shield logo. Now, if I'm wrong on that, please let me know down below. Up top, you can see some streaks, purple, shades of purple used. And then I did pull out the insoles, so give me 1 second. So the difference between the retro pair and the OG is the insole. So this will be a React insole. It's very, very thick. See the React cushioning right there. And the OG pair had Lunar Lawn. I can never pronounce that correctly, but let's look at the outsole on this shoe. You can see mostly translucent. We do have the carbon fiber midfoot shank plate. The carbon fiber is subtle. We got purple and then the Kobe Shield right in the middle. But let's do it once over, and then we're going to move on to the right shoe. If I had to pick between the right and the left, I definitely like this one better. I'm a huge fan of shades of blue and things like that, so I think this looks really dope in my opinion. Both shoes are nice. Just having a mismatched theme is pretty cool. And I do like the large Nike on the medial side. It looks really good in my opinion. The overall design does as well, and I know a lot of people are hyped about this shoe, so definitely going to talk about availability and all that good stuff in just a little bit. All right, so now we have the right shoe. Let me bring you in just a little bit closer. Now, the same design used on the left shoe is used on this one, but we have shades of red, green, orange, and even volt throughout. So the midsole itself also has a gradient. It's shades of green with some orange speckle detailing. Now the swoosh on this pair, if you look closely, it's kind of like the Spark as well. A lot of unique elements on this pair. Really, really dope shoe in my opinion. Both of them, but obviously you get both. But it also obviously has an engineered mesh upper, giving you a shot of the toe. We're going to go the opposite way this time. You can see that it does have a translucent outsole, but this one has more of a green tint to it. Don't worry, I'll show you a full look of the outsole in a moment. But here is the medial side. Now, same as the lateral, we do have the unique design that is displayed throughout. We have a volt swoosh. That swoosh also has those same little elements. And then up top right here, it's like a textured print throughout. It definitely has reptile vibes on the texture. The midsole itself also features the gradient like the lateral side. And then the heel counter, hopefully you can pick that up. This also has like a green metallic finish to it. It looks really dope in my opinion. But we got the Kobe shield on the heel, done in green. Various shades of green, orange speckle detailing. Now, back to the lateral side, but let me flip this around now and show you the tongue. So the tongue on this pair has the shield logo with a snake around it. Looks dope in my opinion. The laces are orange, green, and yellow. The lower part of the tongue also has a unique design on it. Kind of hard to tell what that is. But yeah, and the liner on this pair, all green in the guts. And then get you to the outsole. Bam. So we got that green translucent outsole. And then we have yellow on the Kobe shield. So we'll do a once over on this pair. And before I head out, let me show you. Oops, let me move this more in frame. Show you the laces because they do come with 2 additional sets of laces. It's actually on the other shoe. So when I'm done going over this one, I'm just going to grab that one and show you real quick. But I see why a lot of people are hyped about these. I mean, when they initially dropped, I wanted them. Unfortunately, I missed out. And yeah, I wasn't happy about it. This isn't my pair. I wish it was. I'm really debating if I should pick them up now. I was kind of trying to save money, although I really want them. Yeah, but let me pull this out real quick. So here are the 2 other laces that they come with. If you'd rather have these in than these laces, but personally I kind of like the laces that are already in both the shoes. Something I noticed while I was doing some b-roll is that the swoosh on the medial side of the right shoe glows in the dark, so I'm going to throw in some b-roll of that as well. The Kobe shield logo on the left shoe glows in the dark. It actually looks really dope. It doesn't pop as some of the other glow in the dark sneakers that have released. The medial swoosh pops a bit more than the Kobe shield logo, but then again, I could have had the swoosh under the light a little bit more. And that was your overview at the Nike Kobe 8 Protro What The Kobe. As you guys know, this pair will debut on April 13th. The retail price in men's sizing is $180, and grade school sizes will cost $120. Now, my opinions about the shoe is that the overall build is similar to that of the original pair. The quality seems to be on point. There is a little bit of issues here and there with glue stains and things like that, but that seems to be pretty typical. Now, there is some differences between the OG and the new retro. For example, the OG had a Lunarlon insole, whereas the new pair has a React insole. Furthermore, some of the coloring is a little more dull on the OG pair. Now, that could also be due to age. Sometimes shoes do lose a little bit of color over time, and it definitely depends how it was stored. Also, the packaging is different. But more importantly, let's talk about availability. So, yes, they're going to be available at a few foot sites. For example, I have seen that Foot Locker is releasing them, and they're only going to do it in store. So, they're not going to have a ton of pairs. They wouldn't be my first option to try to purchase just because even though they're doing them in store, not every Foot Locker is going to have them. Now, they will be available on the Sneakers app. To me, that's probably my best shot at purchasing. But other than that, they will be available at boutiques as well. They're also going to drop at Chic, Shoe Palace, DTLR, places like that. And from what I hear, they get an okay amount of pairs, not a super GR or anything like that. They seem to keep Kobe's on the somewhat limited side, not too limited, but not a full GR. But I still stand on, if you enter all these raffles, because there will be multiple stores with them, your shot of getting a pair should increase. Obviously, the more places you enter, the higher the chance you have. So what I would do is I would enter all the raffles, obviously. Wake up early, be up at 6:30, have everything ready, get some coffee. If you don't drink coffee, grab an energy drink or whatever gets you going early, and just be ready online. And even throughout the day, there will be restocks. Now, of course, if you miss out on the release date, which I hope none of you do not run and buy at resale. Wait, as most of you know, resale prices come down. Nobody here should be paying resale for a shoe. I understand it's part of the sneaker game now, but it sucks. And with the amount of releases coming out, everybody's going to forget about these shoes. Well, I wouldn't say everybody, but their price is going to go down. I would give it a month and a half. As well, you just got to be online. And there's even a possibility that a restock could happen. I know I keep talking about this, but I really think I'm going to hook something up to the Twitter account, the SneakerFiles Twitter account, to alert people of restocks, because that would help a lot of you guys who watch, and even myself, because I missed out on a lot of stuff too. But as you know, there is a lot of hype for them, and fortunately, we don't have the Kobe 9 Elite Protro What The Kobe dropping on the same day, nor the Kobe 6 Dodgers, because that would have just been mayhem. Trying to go after all three pairs on one day, yeah. I'm good on that. I'll probably try to go after these, maybe help somebody out. I just need to save some money. Maybe I'll go after them, hit for retail, and then if anybody needs, and I do hit, let me know. Just retail plus shipping, just what I paid. But let me know your thoughts on the Nike Kobe 8 Protro What The Kobe. Are you planning on picking up a pair, or are you passing? Again, this is Brian from Sneaker Files. If you like these sneaker reviews, make sure to hit this video with a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe. Typically, I do sneaker news videos. That's kind of my main thing I do, but getting into the reviews again, well, I've been into them for a while. I've tried to do a couple a month. For my next review, for sure, I'm going to do the Air Jordan 11 Low Bread. I'm picking that up on Monday. So I'll probably drop that video the following weekend. So like always, be on the lookout for that. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.